Hey there, comic book friends and fiends. It's Rob here for the Great Wall of Comics. It's Saturday. It's Slabber Day, and that means it's time for OnlySlabs, which means once again we pick up the phone, we call across the northern border, and we say, "Oh, Christopher."
Hello. Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Good. Good. Today's going to be a great show. A great show. Yes, Bill's Mafia is taking over.
I apologize to everybody else out there. I can't help it, but yeah, apparently so. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick, Comic Culture. Nick, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, man. Yeah, dude, I knew you were going to be on the show, obviously, and I was like, I got to be wearing my Bill stuff when I'm popping on here. We're going to be going 4-0 very soon.
He's going to be on the show, but apparently, if you're man cave, there's no guarantee.
Either way, I rolled the dice, took a chance, and paid off, man. So I'm happy to be be here. Thanks, guys.
I figured if he wasn't here, you had to represent, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. It was happening regardless. Yeah, for sure.
Well, we're gonna get into get you a chance to introduce yourself to everybody here in a second. But first, it's it's not like anything crazy. It's not like any kind of religious law, but it is YouTube law. And that is that you must play romper.
Romper bumper, stomper boo, tell me do. Magic mirror, tell me today, did all of my friends have fun at play?
Well, Las Crucius is here. Hooray! You said it, Las Crucius, as well, Bor. Then we get, let's see, Marty Alechko. Happy Slabber Day from Canada, everyone. And does his normal due diligence and make sure that he drops the very first super chat, the $2 super chat. Cancer sucks. Please donate today. It's worth it. And thank you so much for that, Marty. Let's get the ball rolling. And we get Kenneth Bird. Hi to everyone here today from Virginia. Dave comes in hard, flexing big up all over everybody with that 50 Australian dollar super chat. He says, for some reason, I'm awake. He's Saturday. It's like only about 4:30 in the morning there, right? Well, Dave, you're grabbing the big prize is yours today, sir. So here you go.
That's not what it looks like.
Robert Monroe, happy Slabber Day, everyone. Tito the Alien swinging by, dropping his little emojis there. 25 Perez through the mail. Hello, everyone. Let's see. Jean Malot, happy Slabber Day. Good afternoon, everyone. Let's see. This is now the Canadian Post is on strike again. Is that true?
Wow. So, not to go too deep into this, but
they were just temporary suspensions, I assume.
Canada Post employees have been striking on and off and been locked out on and off for the better part of a year and a half. Some news dropped this week about Ottawa, the city of Ottawa's mail being reduced greatly in the future, and in response to that, the workers immediately walked off the job across the country, and with a lot of Canadians now being prepared to ship stuff to the United States for Comics Curing Cancer, which we'll get into a little bit. It's kind of devastating for us. So we need
there were private carriers.
Yeah.
Dang.
Mr. Comics 89. Good morning, after all. Happy Slabber Day, all. Bill Aileen. Hello, everyone. Let's see. Stephen C. Happy Slabber Day, Henchman and Goon Squad. Brian Barrick. Good day, all. Absolutely. Comiverse member for 27 months says, good Slabber Day afternoon, everyone. Ready to see some sexy slabbing action. And
right.
Jay Knows the Way says, let's get it on. Dropping that $25 super chat. Thank you so much for that. Sir, this one is for you.
else with that?
That's great.
The real James Willie. Morning, afternoon, all.
Not that big James Willie.
That's right. Dr. Von Hoots, comics from the Spiral Dimension, drops a 5 pounds. Super chat. I was promised slabs. Only slabs. And you will get some, sir. Get 'em. Let's see here. We got a bunch of people saying hello to everybody and 9-panel grid. What's up, y'all? Happy to have you with us.
What's up,
Ronnie
Eric?
Johnston swings in 333 super chat. Says looking for a group. I love that. That is exactly. I've said that many times. Every time I see people say LFG, the gamer side of me always just thinks first and foremost looking for group.
Yep.
Bet she gives great helmets.
Kiss me. No.
Lord help me, Black! You're needed on the bridge, sir. Knock on my door. Knock next time.
And I was a gamer, like MMO gamer, for like 15 years before I got into YouTube. So that's why it's really grained in my head, I should say.
Yep.
Hello to everyone. Mad Spidey. Again, Australia representing big time today. $14.99 Australian dollar super chat. Keep up weekly C3 donation tradition. Thank you, sir, so much. This one is for you.
That beautiful bean footage.
Wow, they're getting snippy. Who invited the Aussie? What the heck? I invited him. Just so we're clear.
Oh, Matt, I'll donate him. Come on now.
I invite well, he already has. I invite everybody.
Keep
Welcome. We're an all-inclusive global broadcast now these days. From South Korea to England right now, representing so far we've been there. So they're see the Aussies, Canada. Yeah. Then let's see here. Who else we need to recognize? Let's see. I missed stuff. Matt. Hey, Matt. Happy Slabber Day. I hope you're having a great weekend too, sir. Joffrey Castro. Hello, gentlemen. I hope you use that term in the loosest possible definition, for I am no gentleman. Free refills for everyone. Absolutely. Fill a Box Comics. Good day, everyone. Thank you for coming on and checking this out. We got Fill a Box is actually coming up down the road with us. We've got him scheduled now. Great. Hallen, what does Comics Curing Cancer auction start this year? Well, it's going to be October 24th, 25th, and 26th. That is the date. Oh, I got it's covering the dates. I try to be clever, and well, there you go. Anyways, October 24th, 25th, 26th. Please set your calendars. 3-day event. It'll start at 7:30 in the morning Eastern time over on Legion of Comics channel, and it'll move around different channels, different content throughout the event. But the auctions themselves, there's of course always Friday night there's a auction on DJ Links with a lot of NYCC exclusives that he picks up, and then of course Saturday will be our original comic art auction, which we have a lot of amazing art this year. And then Sunday will be the comics and collectibles auction. So wrapping everything up. Thank you for asking and giving us an opportunity to talk about Comics Curing Cancer. Let's see, Knucking Futz 1. Greetings, programs. Get ready for Tron. Happy Slabber Day. Yes, I fight for the users. Very good. Let's see here. So he says Marvel Zombies is amazing. Must watch.
Yeah, I finished it today. It was incredible.
I got to see it still.
Yeah.
Comic book countdown. You go your way, I'll go Slabber Day. I like that.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
And smash that like button, sub up your panel, and share your shares. Yes, there is, of course, down below all the links in the description for everybody here on the panel today. Make sure that you get that, click those links and hit that subscribe. It costs you nothing, but makes everybody feel good. And while you're at it, tickle my thumb button. Hit that little thumb up button, make it good. All right, let's go ahead and put that. Let's bring, we'll take this point and say, we'll take this banner away. We'll put this banner here. We'll take our main man here. We'll move him up here. Then we'll make him big. Boom. And we'll say, Nick, welcome officially now to the show. Before we get into showing slabs,
yep,
we do like to give everybody opportunity first to think back. We all have an origin story when it comes to comics. Some of us were hit by gamma radiation. Some of us bitten by a radioactive spider. Some of us cast out from outer space and land here miraculously, I suppose, and get superpowers from the sun. Sure. What is your comic book origin story, sir?
Ooh. Actually, I don't know how rare my case is, because the more often I talk to people, the more I hear the similar story. But I didn't really get into comics until I was an adult. It was probably around 2014, 2015 when I was starting to get into books. One of the catalysts was
2014. I feel old all of a sudden.
I was an adult in 2014.
Damn you, Nick.
That was the main objective here, is make you feel as old as possible. No.
Wow.
Yeah. So, it was really the catalyst was The Walking Dead, to be honest. I mean, when that show was at its peak, season 1, season 2, I was, watching the articles and things like that, and hearing that it was based on a comic book. You don't know those things if you're not in the comics. And so I think I went ahead and picked up, there was a hardcover collected volume 1. I have them all down here, somewhere down here. And I picked up volume 1, and I just loved flipping through that and seeing the difference between the comic and the show. It added a whole new layer of just excitement to watching it. Different characters, different arcs, things like that. And shortly after that time, DC Rebirth was coming out. And I was going back to my comic book shop that I used to go to play Magic the Gathering back in the day. And they had like a little arcade in there. Obviously, they sold comic books. I was finding myself back into that shop, picking up more Walking Dead.
Real quick interjection question. Point of order. When you say back in the day, and you're from what are we talking about? Magic the Gathering back in the day?
We're talking 98, 99, 97.
Okay, that's back in the. Oh, that's almost as far back in the day as me. Okay, I'll allow it. Go ahead.
Yeah, proceed. This is when Tempest came out and Ursa's Saga was coming in before Chapter 1, like Ursa's Legacy.
Yeah, I was playing in 90. I started playing 93, 94 or so.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I haven't met a lot of guys that remember.
My decks are still from back then.
Yeah.
I don't think I've updated my decks since 98.
I still have some Ursa Saga and some old Tempest decks laying around too. I bet somewhere they're probably worth some money.
I digress.
But no, yeah. So I mean, my origin story is really Walking Dead got me in. DC Rebirth got me into the shop on a weekly basis. Branched out, started getting more Marvel books, like New Mutants and X-Force and things like that. Dollar bin diving pretty heavily, but really Rebirth got me in the shop every week. And so, fast forward almost 10 years from now or from there, and I'm still getting weekly books, and now I'm on the YouTube game, man. It's been a fun ride.
As much as New 52, there's elements that people embrace, and I think as time has gone by, it's gotten more people have warmed up to it. Mm-hmm. It was definitely at the time a lot of people had a lot of hate to the New 52.
I heard that, yeah.
But I think the more and more as I talk to people, I know a lot of people that it did what it was meant to do, which was to provide a point where, because it was the same thing for me, is I was like, was thinking about getting back into comics or something, and I had been reading some Marvel stuff maybe, but I hadn't really been doing any DC, I hadn't been doing anything heavy. And then the New 52 came along, and it was like, oh, this is a great place to get on board. I said, yeah,
sure,
let's do it. And next thing you know, I'm reading Batman, I'm reading some of these other books, and I'm going, okay, now I'm still nonstop since then.
Yeah.
I've been picking up Batman and all the various. I mean, granted, I'm primarily a Batman guy, but it's like a lot.
Right.
It's not.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, awesome.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it, Chris. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Excellent. Are you ready for Nick to show a slab?
Ooh.
Let's roll.
Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Where
All
else,
right.
where else would you rather be than right here, right now?
Right here, right now.
He doesn't get it. He doesn't get it, but it's all good.
That's okay. Just Google who Marv Levy is later, and you'll figure it out. All right, so let's start with. So I have a pretty wide range of books, right? I have some good modern classics. I have some older books, things like that. Playing a lot of catch up though. Love indie stuff, so we're going to see a good mix, I think, throughout the show. But one book that I was chasing early on when I started collecting comics, based on the old HBO animated show that was out, that I'm sure a lot of us tried to catch, late at night when our parents went to bed, making sure that we didn't get caught watching this. But we have Spawn, the Todd Father right here. So we have a 9.6. I tried to get the 10,000th 9.6 or something like that. That might be on the census. I was right around whatever that number was. I'm like, I'm going to send it in as a gag. See what it comes back as.
You're sitting there putting a spine tick into it.
Yeah. I'm like, this looks like a 10. I'm gonna start fucking it up. Yeah. So no. But go Bills for sure. Yeah, thanks so much. But it was an amazing show, man. I remember staying up late and just trying to catch it. And the movie wasn't even that bad either at the time, right? Like great CGI. No. It's hacky now, but whatever. It was still fun.
A lot of movies are.
Yeah, especially superhero ones back then, right? So it was definitely a book I was chasing when I first got into comics, and I grabbed a copy, read it, enjoyed it, threw it in the bag and board, threw it on the shelf, and then I eventually got it graded. And came like a little 9.6. It was pretty cool. And man, the census for this book is absolutely insane, as you would imagine.
It's almost as much fun to look at the back cover of that one.
It does give you those classic,
the old order away for these books, and you can see something. Oh, can I order that? That'd be great.
I get so mad looking at the back of these books and seeing what these prices are. As you guys, I also like to collect old price guides too, and it's just insane when you're looking at some of that.
No, but Spawn is one of those books that's like, I've never been a Spawn guy. I mean, I watched the movie, but I never watched.
Yeah,
and I think I watched bits and pieces of the original animated show.
The animated show.
I never read. I've never read an issue, I don't think, of Spawn, and it's never really appealed to me. But I recognize its importance in the fact that not only did it really kind of launch Image and change the landscape of comics by making it a three-party system, if you will,
truly,
and changing the revolutionize that. But I mean, that book, just by virtue of the fact of when you look at that census, like you're talking about, how many books are graded of that book,
so many.
The fact that's the book I always attribute to, in my mind, because there were so many copies made. That's the first book I remember people really kind of going, oh, but this is a newsstand version. It was like they were looking for a reason to break off a segment of the comics
to differentiate their copy.
To differentiate the kind, like, no, this is a newsstand. You don't understand,
right?
It's like,
yeah, man. Who knows?
I know that you guys aren't going to like this, but we have to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Jay Knows Way says, "Vet, say Packers, say it."
He had this problem backstage too. It just doesn't work sometimes. Yeah,
it's crazy. All right, thank you so much for that. Here, this one is for you.
I'm very conflicted about how I'm supposed to feel watching this.
That's so gross.
Can you guys hear me?
You're back now. You're good.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Let's just carry on with the show.
Yeah, the double mute's weird. I know it gets hard.
Yeah.
But you slab guys out there, man. These little amore, is it an amore pattern, right? When you get that like oil spill look kind of thing going on in there.
The
Newton ring, is it?
Newton ring, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the
Man,
different plastics touching each other.
it's pretty hardcore, like right in the center. You can't really tell.
I have some
Damn.
that are absolutely atrocious. Yeah, it's like
Oh, they just
crazy.
ruin it. Yeah. So that's that one. I'm gonna choose another one. This one breaks my heart a little bit because it's from a creative team that I absolutely love. It's a very modern book. Came out in 2021. It was one of those books where a dream team is on it from like my point of view, an indie point of view. And a dream team is on it. The first couple of issues come out. You're loving everything about the book. And then all of a sudden it just dies somehow. Like something happens. Maybe the creative team, one of them got sick, or maybe it got dropped somehow. There's not a whole lot of info on it. There's no chance it's coming back, apparently. And it just breaks your heart because you had such a good time with the first couple of issues. But we're talking about Rom V, a non-RK on Radio Apocalypse from Vault Comics, a 9/8 on that one. I don't have either of you read Radio Apocalypse or know anything about this book or have heard of it?
I never even heard of it. No.
So
no, I've heard bits and pieces. I know that it's a launching pad for ROM V as well. But my only question, Nick, is what year was this released then?
21.
Okay.
Yeah, November 21. Yep.
Right.
And we got
just before I became aware of ROM V.
Yeah, and it came out. I think there's only 2 issues that have came out. So this was a post-apocalyptic world where you had these very much like Borderland type style cities set up all over the place, and there was these monsters that were out, and people were trying to, gather resources and just try to stay alive. Right. One of these cities had this radio tower that would just play music, and there's a cool, I'm not going to call it a gimmick, but there's a cool additional thing that you could do, which was listen to like specific songs while you're reading the book, and it kind of set the mood for this tone of the story. So it's a really great idea to like mix an audio medium with a comic book medium together. And the story was actually really compelling. The characters are great. The artwork's incredible. Rom was on it. It felt like a good Rom V book, which I love. And it just died it just died after like 2 issues. And I don't know why. And I'm freaking pissed off about it. And I really wanted to come back. So this is me making an attempt to put Radio Apocalypse back out into the universe so people know what it is. And maybe Rom, because Rom watches the show, maybe Rom will see this. And
everybody watches OnlySlabs.
Well, why wouldn't you? Hopefully someone's going to see this and be like, you know what? That was a good idea. We need to contact Vault. So use all your Vault contacts, guys, and figure it out and get Rom back at the table, guys.
Music and comics.
It was a good idea.
Kind of like we.
Yeah. It worked out pretty, it was a cool idea. I wish more people would do that. I know he had a book called Blue and Green that was very music based as well. I highly recommend that one. And then
Brian's saying that he did a show called Rare Flavors. Ooh. They had recipes in the story.
He did
throughout the story. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a full book. That was a really great series. Yeah, that was another good one. And that, like you said, each issue had a authentic recipe inside of it that you could follow if you wanted to. So, yeah, Rom's one of the best. Might not be the last time we see him. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, Layla Starr.
Yes, Spidey.
And, yeah, Swamp Thing for me.
What's that?
That's it. My favorite with him is Layla Starr and Swamp Thing, and his Detective Comics run was fantastic as well.
It was amazing. Yeah, it was so good. The Swamp Thing one, they're doing a deluxe hardcover, I hear, finally for that. Perkins and Spicer was on the art team. Yeah, yep. So when that one hits, it's going to be good. One of the only times they handled a forced crossover with, I think it was, what was coming out back then? Suicide Squad?
Ivy, Suicide Squad. Yeah, it was a lot of that Frontier stuff that they were doing. Yeah.
They forced it into the book because of the movies or whatever the heck was going on. And he actually made it make sense in the context of the overall story in Swamp Thing. Yeah. Did a really good job with that. So I'm going to go to Big Two real quick because it looks like we had a couple indies so far. This was a book that I just saw immediately. The cover, it was striking. Little bit of significance behind it, nothing crazy, but if you're a Tim Drake fan, you might like this one. And I actually sent this away to get was it the Perez signing that got canceled? He passed away, unfortunately. I think Wolfman stepped up, but we have Batman.
Nice.
Which one is 442? The iconic classic new costume right there. A Lonely Place of Dying. 9-4. Bought this one raw at my shop and sent it in just for the signing. And unfortunately, circumstances as they are, we lost a legend right there. But Marv stepped up and took on a lot of that. And it came back. And what a great iconic cover, great series, and sad to see the tragedy around it. But glad it came back.
Yeah, that's. I had the same thing. I had a book that was sent out for that signing and didn't get it. And it's like and the crazy part is I actually sent in a graded book, and so the CC had cracked it to get it graded. And then they were all they were going to send it back to me, and I was like, oh, well, I sent it to you graded,
right?
So because they were going to send it back to me raw at first, and I was like, no.
So why would I want that?
So they had to re-encapsulate the book and send it back to me. But I'm like, oh.
Did you get it signed anyways, or did you just get
no? Because it was my Teen Titans.
Oh, okay.
Book, so
gotcha.
Yeah. I had a different book where that happened. I think I had a different book where Wolfman signed it because of that. I think, but yeah.
Yeah, that was I remember getting that message back, because that was a great signing opportunity. And so I remember when that message came through, they're like, well, unfortunately, and we're like, oh damn, but we have this back. Just let us know if you want to continue with the getting Marv on there. Like, oh yeah, sure. Yeah, we can do that. So that was pretty
the same
cool.
thing even happened with, unfortunately, Neil Adams. I had a book sent out for Neil Adams, and he passed away while the book was off for Neil Adams signing.
Oh man!
And I've never seen that book come back.
Oh,
it got lost.
Oh.
It was with a private facilitator, and that private facilitator can't get a hold of it anymore. They went out of business or something. I don't know.
Sure.
It was one of those things. Thankfully, it wasn't an expensive book.
Yeah,
it was.
That's the thing, man.
It was just a $20 book, but it was Neil Adams' first. It was Neil Adams' first superhero book that he worked on. And
so it's great.
Have it signed, It's like, whatever. I'm the comic Grim Reaper. Oh man, that would be awful. The moral of the story really is, folks, if you like to get signatures and you want to get signatures from the legends, as they age, get them as soon as you can, so that way you don't run into these situations. Don't go, oh well, I'll get it next time. No, jump on these opportunities and get them while you can, because you never know. Life is fleeting.
Yeah, and the three of us know for sure, not this past Heroes, but the one prior. I mean, Jim Shooter was sitting over there signing books all day long.
Yes, he was.
He was announced for this past summer, and he didn't show up. But at the time, I think they said for health reasons, and then shortly after, he ended up passing away. And so you're right, man. I mean, a lot of these legends are willing and able to talk to you and have fun and interact with their fans, whenever they can.
Any of those guys who did work in the Bronze Age, that was 50-something years ago.
Right.
And Nick's absolutely right, because Jim Shooter was actually one of those that would actually go to all kinds of cons, medium size,
basement
gigantic ones, really small ones as well. It's you're rolling the dice if you're kind of, I'll get him at the next show because he's always at these ones.
Right.
Yeah, and who would have thought Big Jim Shooter would have got sick and passed away so quickly is what he did. But you're absolutely right. Jim Shooter was a mainstay at Heroes Con. Like he was there almost every single year. Yeah.
He was, and he was also a mainstay at the Weston Bar as well. So it was
I was going to say he's holding court at the Weston Bar.
Yeah,
you'd walk in and see the back of a giant black silhouette, and you're like, "There he is, hang it out, man."
Yep. Definitely get a Steranko comic book countdown. I mean, I
didn't get one.
He's one of those that's getting up there.
He was at Heroes last year, right? Yeah, he was not this past year, but the year before.
He skipped this year, which is he's usually there. But
so he was there, I believe, for 3 years in a row, and 2025 was the first year that he missed.
Was a skip. Okay.
Yeah.
I won't be there next year coming up, but I need to get him if I can.
Yeah,
I need to figure that out.
See, that's it. I'm not going because Nick's not going.
Yeah. That's it. I'm out too.
I was 2 years in a row of all that stuff. It's like, man, stuff catches up to you pretty quickly.
I'd go every year to that one if I could. But next year, my youngest is graduating that weekend from university.
Oh, we're
so
all,
it's kind of.
so
I've paid a lot more money in university tuition than I have in comic books. Let's go with that. And
sure.
because my wife's in earshot, we'll go with that. And we'll say that's more important for sure.
Yep.
Anyways,
so
slabs. That's right.
Slabs. Let's go. Again, a lot of these books are going to be books I picked up when I just got into comics, playing some catch up, things like that. But I do remember watching animated Adventure, X-Men, Batman, all those kinds of things. And so there were certain cables, there's a little bit of a drop. There are certain characters that I resonated with. I just really liked their aesthetic, their vibe, their attitudes, their everything. So this was a book I picked up. We have New Mutants 87. I got this one again at the shop raw and sent it in. When I first was getting comics, guys, I was like grabbing all the books that I remember the characters of, and then just kind of Googling, what makes things keys? Like, why are things important? Why is this book so much money? Things like that. And so I would find things like this that would bring me back to my childhood. And then at the time, I'm like, just slab it. Got to preserve it. And that was my mentality when I first started collecting. And so this was one that I found in wherever at my shop and got it sent in. I absolutely love that cover still. It's iconic. I love the little crosshairs with all the different characters and things like that. Just amazing artwork and an incredible character, great backstory and things like that.
Yeah, no, I understand that feeling exactly. You get the grading thing is like everything else. Everything else in your collecting is an evolution, and that's I've been talking about that repetitively on my Thursday show where I was saying, there's some of these are bad, some of them are bangers, and some of them you go like, what was I thinking?
Oh, I got plenty of those too.
Yeah. So do I. When you get around 1,200 and plus, or so no. There's a fair number of what was I thinkings.
Yeah, I probably have maybe 35 slabs total at this point.
Oh,
I haven't slabbed something in a long time actually.
That's nice. I think I get that like yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the ebbs and flows of collecting comics.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
Like you do things a certain way and then you switch it up.
It's not a competition.
Yeah. No, but if it was, you'd win.
He tells me that all the time.
Yeah.
It's not a competition.
So the little 1-2 punch right here with this one was again, when I got in, I was doing a lot of back issue diving, and so I was getting a lot of X-Force and New Mutant stuff, and I almost have the entire run of X-Force right now, which is pretty crazy. And this is definitely a book that I was looking out for. We have X-Force number 11, so we had our Cable, now we have our Deadpool. It's only at a 9.2, and I love the Domino reveal or whatever it was right inside of here. And so that little bait and switch in X-Force 11.
So let's do that then, because we get New Mutants 98 all the time on the show. But would you mind reading us what's on the right side of the blue label?
Right side of the blue label. First appearance of the real Domino. And then it says Deadpool appearance.
Yeah. Because we always get that fake Domino on the cover of 98, and we get the real one. That's right.
So first Domino, second Deadpool, if I'm not mistaken. And then
second Deadpool, I think, is X-Force 2 or 3. Is that
right?
That's third Deadpool.
Is it third Deadpool? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because he does come in a little bit earlier in the run. But yeah, first real Domino, I suppose. Then, so there you go.
I love that cover. I just love that. I wish this cover would get homaged more than New Mutants 98. I just really like the strike that Deadpool's doing there.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be like a no-brainer. It's very kinetic. It's iconic too. There's lots of cool things happening there. So yeah, I totally agree. I didn't think about that. You don't see this one swiped very often. Yeah, that is cool. And then that Encino Man, like, come on, it takes you right back, right? So that's really cool too.
Brendan Fraser.
That's awesome. Here's a little plug for Comics Curing Cancer. How about that? This one's going to be part of our thank you packages going out that we're going to be putting together for our show when we're hanging out that weekend. Got this at Heroes Con actually this past year. So we have Bloodstained Teeth #1, but it's signed by Danny, the artist, and signed by Christian Ward, and it's remarked by Danny as well. So if you know,
Great Scott!
yeah, there you go. And it's at a 9.8. So Image Comics Bloodstained Teeth #1, dual signed, and it has the remark from Danny herself, which is one of my favorite artists of all time.
That is awesome.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So I was fortunate enough to pick up some original artwork, and I picked up this one as well from the Kinetic booth, Kinetic Collectibles. So yeah, this is really cool. This is the Cadence Comic Art Edition. So yeah, this is really, really interesting. Yeah, loving this one. So there we go. This will be part of our donation, or part of our thank you gifts that we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing a wheel like we did last year for Comics Curing Cancer during our shows, and that'll be one of the prizes that you can donate towards. You'd be lucky enough to grab.
Awesome.
Yep. Yeah, I love that one. That one's good. Let's see. I don't know. Let me try to switch it up a little bit. So we have this cool thing at my shop. We used to. We need to spin it back up now that I'm thinking about it. But we had these comic book swaps at my shop, and a bunch of guys would get together. Tell me if you guys have this in your areas, but a bunch of the locals and a bunch of the the older guys have been collecting forever. We all got together and we started like bringing some books that we don't necessarily need in our collections anymore. Somebody brought in a Captain America 117. So I went ahead and grabbed.
Ow! And boom goes the dynamite.
Went ahead and grabbed this one. Ignore that 2 at the very top there. But I call these books "It's Mine" condition. I don't know if that's a common phrase or not, but it's an "It's Mine" condition. And yeah, I love this cover so much. It is so cool. And it's from '69, so it's a relatively older book, right? So it's
presents well enough for a 2.0, and for it's about how your story of how you get it and those swaps and stuff. And
I have one lower than that coming up here soon too, so it's pretty cool. Off white to white, it still presents actually pretty well, I think. Like, it's obviously intact. We got some crazy stuff going on with the bend and everything. The spine's torn to hell, but I mean, like, it still presents pretty well, man. That's what I like about some of these older books, like
it must have I'd say for present like that for a 2.0, it must have like a pop staple or something.
Yeah, I mean, would they? I mean, I don't have the notes.
They wouldn't necessarily call it out unless you looked at the grader's notes.
We can crack it real quick and see what's it might be. You know what?
It's probably easier to look at the grader's notes if we really cared, but
it does look like, if I got this, like it looks like it was never cleaned or never pressed. So
there's always that too. Yeah, but I mean that'll affect it to some degree. But I mean, obviously we have lines and stress lines and stuff too. So there's limiting factors. But hey, sometimes exactly. Phil Box has got it. Presentation sometimes is greater than the grade.
Very true. Very true.
And it looks sometimes a beaten up book, man. The patina alone that
it's a story, right?
It's just
awesome. It was loved. It's a great book. Here Comes the Falcon. Boom.
I know. Yeah, it's such a great cover, and we talk about the advertisements in the back too. I just love all that stuff.
I love that, and I wish I had seen a book that looked that good in that grade when I was looking at one point. So the CEO of my company, his name is Sam Wilson, and so he at one point we were having some conversation, and he knows that I'm into comics, and he used to be into comics at one time, and he asked me if I could help him find a first appearance of Sam Wilson or his office. And so I was like, I had to explain to him, though, because he's not used to grading. So I said, well, values and what did these things go for these days. I ended up getting him a graded facsimile, which he was happy with, but just to have the cover there is supposed to have. But I mean, something like that would have been in the price range he wanted to spend. I'm like, I think he was shocked when I told him. I said, "Oh, if you want a high grade copy here, buddy, that book is not going to be it's not $100 book."
No,
sorry,
no, it's not. And I think I probably got this at the worst time to get it too, which was probably the height of like the Falcon, popularity. So I didn't time the purchase very well, but it was a
as
2.0.
opposed to now after the last movie. But
Are they giving them away now or what? What's the
I
deal?
don't
I don't
know.
even know.
They're
Yeah.
definitely down from where they were. I know when I bought mine, even, but it's like,
Oh, sure.
who cares?
Yeah.
It's still a landmark. I mean, this is one of these.
Yeah,
This
it's
is a
great.
period of time
Mhm.
where we have so many new superheroes coming out, especially those of color representing other folks and such. And this is just Sam Wilson's character is a great character. He's not just a sidekick, although he is for a bit, but he definitely evolves like Dick Grayson, very much evolves into his own superhero.
Yeah, comes into their own. Yeah, just over time. Yeah.
We'll do another one, and then we'll pause for a break.
Sure.
How does that sound?
Yeah. We could do that. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna do. Okay, so again, when I got into books, I started gravitating towards indie comics a lot, and I kind of went right to Image. Image seemed to know what they were doing. I was coming out of Walking Dead. I was interested in Robert Kirkman's stuff. There was another series. I don't remember. I guess it already started, but I went back and was reading it, and it's about like demonic possession and stuff like that. I really had a good time with it, and I found this dirt cheap. Outcast #1, Paul Ezeketa and Robert Kirkman signed 9/8. So we got the dual sig Outcast number one. And so this was one I picked up already slabbed. I need to get it reholdered though, because it's got like the ancient nice. Yeah, like the slab, it's like the casing itself is a little bit grayed and things like that, and whatever. But really cool book if you're into like possession kind of stuff. If you like exorcism kinds of stories, really check out this book. It's amazing. There's probably 30 something issues in the whole run total, so it's very accessible. Who knows if you can find them? You probably find them in the dollar bins all day long, even #1. But yeah, the dual signed. My first Robert Kirkman and my only Paul Ezeketa signature book right here at a 9/8. I just love this series so much.
That's awesome. You know what's funny? As Rob prepares our hashtag for today, Kirkman was one of those that was almost at every con, especially during the Walking Dead phenomenon, because that's what it was.
Yeah.
But he hasn't done any con appearances in a very long time. He may do the San Diego, he may do New York, but everything else, like, he has really dialed back on his appearances. So the fact we finally had a Kirkman signature on here, it's been a while. So I'm just pointing that out. I'm appreciating that because he's got a whole bunch of titles still rocking and rolling. The whole Energon universe is still a lot on a lot of people's pull list. But Kirkman, he's kind of stepped back away from the public appearances and focused way more back on storytelling again.
That's true. I guess his rise to power and image like offset his ability to be in the public eye a little bit more. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a good call. Didn't think about that.
Awesome. Well, we're going to pause for a moment here as we prepare. We'll be putting up the hashtag in just a moment. But before we do that, remind everybody, upcoming Comics Curing Cancer, October 24th to 26th. That's I got news for you guys. It's next month. It's like 4 weeks away. If you've got items that you've been meaning to send in for donations to help us out for this auction today, put them in the post because we need them like by October 10th or 11th. I'm hoping to get everything in stock, everything here, so I have time to do inventory, figure out where it needs to go and everything. And we do need help with that, guys. But lots of different stuff. Be sure we'll be announcing the channel lineups here pretty soon. But keep on following on Instagram and Facebook, Comics Curing Cancer. We appreciate you there. You can always check out comicscuringcancer.org, where you can find links to pick up like this, your copy of the C3 art book, or a copy of The Crow, Dead Time Sumerian, the exclusive, as well as merch such as t-shirts, mugs, etc., with all the proceeds and profits going to Comics Curing Cancer. Let's thank our Goon Squad members for supporting this channel every single month. And more importantly, they're not really supporting the channel. They're really supporting Comics Curing Cancer, because all the money from this channel revenue goes to Comics Curing Cancer to help allow us to be able to provide international shipping and everything else for free. So big shout out to Dale of Suspense, DJ Links, Dr. Von Hoot, Legion of Comics, Stephen C., Justin Birch, The Comic Vet, Austin LeMay, Mad Spidey, Collecting Thurs, Chuck Hensey, Lone Eagle, Comiverse, Deadman, Anachronic Comics, Colossus Collector, Team Ohana, still only 35 cents. Cliff on Comics, Bearded Comic Bro, Never Could Figure It Out, Daymares, The Adventurous Joe, Valenrook, Jay Knows Away, Ronnie Johnson, Comics on the Edge, Omnibo, 1063 Comics, Silver Eagles, Sal's Comics Corner, and The Kingdom of Nerds. Consider becoming a channel member and supporting us, Comics Curing Cancer, through that channel membership. Link is down below. All right, having said all that, what you guys have been clamoring and waiting for is, bam, hashtag comic culture. There you go. Hit that for us, and that's going to be your chance to win 7 books from the greatest weekly pull box on all of YouTube. While you're doing that, though, we are going to go ahead and say, Nick, what's coming up for you? What should people be, people who are interested in following your channel? Yeah. What have you got on the menu, the docket, the what's in shipment coming into port for you to unload for their consumption?
What's out for delivery? Yeah. So really, I try to base my YouTube channel on pretty much everything comics, right? So minus the D. Clip that.
Wait, Nick, you won't get any D. It's just comic culture.
No D. Sorry. Yeah, so my YouTube channel is pretty there's a lot of different things going on right there. So it's for people that want to get into comic books. I have a whole playlist onto how to cover that topic, right? How to read comic books, where to go, how to build out your collection, things like that. So I have more videos like that coming down the pipe, getting into comics. So if you're somebody that's new, then that's a perfect playlist for you. If you're someone that's a Wednesday warrior, I have weekly comic book review shows and haul videos. They usually come out on Saturday nights, things like that. So tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Central Time, there's going to be Nick at Night, my weekly comic book review show. And then tomorrow morning, also, we're going to be doing the comic book look ahead, which is live at 9 a.m. Central Time. We sit down, compare poll lists. We're going to look at the entire week, or entire month rather, of October, see what's coming out, see what we're interested in, and just have some fun talking about what we enjoy week to week. And so that's that. We just wrapped up the Blame Fable show, so I'm a frequent on that one, and a frequent on Robbie's Best Comics of the Month over at Pop Cultural Philosophers as well as Ink and Insights, hanging out with those guys on Tuesdays and Wednesdays over at 9 Panel Grid and Dr. Doom's Fan Club. So lots of stuff going on my channel, and I try to pop on as many lives as I can, hanging out with the guys.
Phenomenal. And we should always, of course, we never didn't do it at the beginning, but we all should say station.
Be excellent.
I've so loved that. I remember when that movie came out, I remember thinking, man, that's going to be the phrase. Just never did.
Yeah.
Chris, how about yourself? What's coming up over on the Comic Vet YouTube channel?
This Wednesday, it'll be Show Us What You Got at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is a channel member giveaway night. I've assembled a Comic Army box full of foiled out covers that I'm going to be happy to give away to a lucky member of the Comic Army this Wednesday night, again, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we take a look at how everyone supports small business for New Comic Book Day. It's an open invitation for anyone and everyone to come on out and have a good time and a few laughs, just like what we did last week. Rob, thank you, sir.
Excellent. All right. With that, I see the vast majority of people watching have entered and given your chance, and we ship everywhere. So as I'm stalling, this is your last opportunity to get that comic culture hashtag in, because I'm pulling it in 5. I'm pulling it in 4, 3, 2, 1. Wheel of fish. And our winner is Super Cracker 1016. Well, Super Cracker 1016, I know I have never sent you anything before, at least not under this YouTube handle. So make sure you reach out to me over on Instagram at robs.fatstacks, or send me an email to robs.fatstacks@gmail.com and include your ship to address so that way I can get these books out to you.
I just can't believe there's 1,015 other super crackers before this one.
It could be October 16th. He's telling you when he was born. I don't know.
It could be.
All right.
Just like everybody who runs around with a 1976 or something else tag on the end of it. You're like,
That's a Gen X thing for sure.
Let's hope it's the latter, not the former. Yeah.
Maybe he was born in 1016.
At 1016. Yeah.
Or at 1016.
Oh,
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's ultra specific. Nice.
Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pull these books for you. Nick.
Yeah.
You get to pull the books for Super Cracker 1016. So here's the way it works. You're going to pick, we're picking 7 books all together. Either you're going to give me number 1 through 10 from the front, 1 from 10 through the back, or we do back to front action. You tell me where to stop, and then you tell me whether I'm taking the book in front, back, or we're taking both.
Oh my gosh. Sure.
It's complicated. I know it sounds complicated, but it's actually pretty easy. I'll guide you along the way. You follow us with your book. You'll know it's time to turn the page when Tinkerbell. No, go ahead. How would you like to start?
Run your hand up and down, tell you to stop.
You got it. Back to front. Yeah.
Stop.
Okay, front,
and
back, or both?
The one facing back.
Got it.
Yep. Boom.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay.
Yep.
Front, back, or both?
We'll do. We'll do both. We'll do both. We'll do both here.
Excellent.
Yeah. So what are you at? 3? Okay.
3 books. Yep. 4 more to go.
And stop.
Okay.
Back.
Front, back, back.
Back. Sorry. Yep. There you go.
No, it's all right. I have to turn because I put them in front to back, so that way they don't get spine bends.
There you go. And stop. Yep. We'll do front. There you go.
2 more.
All right. And stop. We'll do both of those, front and back.
Excellent.
There you go.
Watch your back, Rob.
Let's see what we got.
Easy with the twisting. Yep. All right. I hope I did good for you, bub. So super. Don't come at me.
He was saying Cracker is the cat's name.
Oh,
I can appreciate that. That's good.
nice.
That makes sense. All right. We got some good books.
Good.
Let's go at it here. First off, we've got sealed in the polybag Icon #1, first appearance, Icon and Rocket.
Nice.
Solid book.
Yep.
There you go.
We've got Scrappy the Jaw. Some Beavis and Butthead. First appearance of Beavis and Butthead and Daria in comics. This is the first print.
Nice. I have that book.
We've got New Mutants issue 14. This is Ilyana Rasputin joins the New Mutants in this book.
Newsstand. What?
Nice. Big Magic Key.
We've got some Thor 324.
Ooh. I love the 3 vertical panel look there. That's great.
We've got Thor 372, the first appearance of the Time Variance Authority.
Ooh. That's a great one.
Nice Simonson cover.
We have Submariner issue 33, the first Silver Age appearance of Namora.
Nice. That's a great cover. Little 15 center. Nice.
I don't know how I feel about that. Okay.
And the final book in this pool, we've got Captain Marvel issue 5.
Nice.
Now, that's a great giveaway book. The last one, I don't know.
Congratulations there, Super Cracker. We will get those on out to you. Like I said, give me your information. We'll sit those in the mail. All right. Papa Willie says, before we go, I'm all messed up and missed it all. Well, fortunately for you, Papa, I don't know if you are aware of this. So it's a secret.
Yeah.
but YouTube allows you to go back and watch it from the beginning, either now or later. It's crazy. I know you're shocked. I'm as shocked as you are, but it's true. We appreciate you, Papa Willie. This, let's see, we are going to get you your own special video. This one is yours. Thank you, sir.
That's the first time I ever asked for anything I really wanted.
We get that. All great books. Thank you so much, guys. Well, you're absolutely welcome. Thank you for watching the show.
Congrats.
Not a bad haul. So I love that original Captain Marvel uniform. I do too, actually. Actually, I'm waiting for them to come up. I just got a big run of original Captain Marvel stuff recently. Nice. So I'm waiting for that to come. All right. Let's Christina, thank you for joining us today. Hey, let's you know what we should do? Second half of the show. Thank you, Chris. I was just about to do that. Go ahead. Excellent. Chris is drunk with power, making you big, just like that. He's like, Rob, I know you normally are like clockwork, but you're falling behind.
That's right.
Let the Canadian take over. Take it away, Chris.
All right, Nick, what do you got next for us?
Trying to keep it rolling here. Trying to keep it rolling. No,
the trains will be on time.
I can blast through a few a little quicker here. So, we
got time. Don't worry. We got half an hour at least. That's assuming good. It's not like it's the internet. We don't even have a hard stop.
No. This is Not only can you go back and watch this on demand, but there is no timer here. So that's great.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew that.
So a few years ago, I decided to get my favorite book of that year slabbed. Or like one of my favorite books of the year slab, just like the number one if it came out. So I was doing that. So it kind of paid off in a couple of these books, which was pretty nice. So let's go through those real quick. The first issue of Department of Truth, Martin Simmons, James Tynan, got that one signed. First print, cover A, so it's dual sig.
Oh my.
Love it.
Isn't it great? 9/8 CBCS when they I think this is right around when they gave us the newer shells, right? This is 2020. Yeah. So they had a signing event, sent it off, got it dual sigged, came back at 9/8. Was there anything better than the first arc of this book? Probably not. It was spectacular. So I love that cover, the JFK assassination cover. We understand what's going on in the story. Dual sig 9/8, obviously white CBCS signing event. It was awesome. And it was signed two different times or two different events, I guess, 2020 in December and then in January of 21. So yeah, man, I love that so much. The next was a book that made me fall in love with this character more than her, I don't know, cousin counterpart. We have Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, 9/8. It was my book of the year last year, or the year it came out rather, and I went ahead and got it slabbed. It turned out to be a pretty good idea to do that. Yeah. And so
Chris has been a big pushing that book for a long time.
Long time. Yeah, I got a bunch of them, and I got them all slabbed too. Thankfully, they all came back in a 9/8, but in an extraordinary miniseries. And that first issue with Crypto not realizing that he's not powered up because it's a different sun, and it was just it's just a great true grit, nostalgic feel to it. We highly recommend picking up this series. I hope that James Gunn really borrows a lot of the topics in this from her story here when it's time for her film.
We were so onto that. Not only did you put them in like mystery boxes, but you sent like 5 copies of that book to me that we had in the giveaway bin for a while too.
Wow, really?
We were giving that. Yeah. So I hope it pays off for a bunch of folks.
Yeah. Fantastic series.
Yeah. Phil Alien said, I won that here.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You know, they have the DC Compact. I think it's on FOC still. It might be a couple weeks from now that's going to be expiring. But if you haven't read that and you want to pick it up in a DC Compact format, it'll be available at your LCS.
Yep.
So there's that. Yeah, I love that book. It's so good. I really do hope
And
they
I
adapt
do
it.
like some of those DC compacts they've been coming out.
Yeah, they're
with.
great.
I mean, granted, yeah, the art kind of gets condensed down, but that's
Yeah.
the thing. But still, I mean, like I picked up a Kingdom Come for like $9. So.
Oh, I bought that and took it with me on a vacation and just read it
Yeah.
like around, because you can toss it around. Who cares, right? So the Arkham Asylum came out recently. You can barely read that book. The font, the lettering is just so compact.
Oh,
Anyway, we digress.
Yeah.
So the next couple of books are in that same vein, right? They're just some of my favorite books of that time. We have John Lee, Alex Cormack, and Ashley Cormack on Crimson Cage. This is issue number 198. I don't know if you guys were familiar with this series as it came out, but if you're a wrestling fan, you got to read this book. It is just so good.
Papa, pay attention.
DVH.
Yeah, it's amazing. 2021. This was the year where a lot of wrestling books were coming out. I think was Do a Powerbomb coming out around then? It may have been coming out around the same time. We had Hell's a Squared Circle. We had this Crimson Cage, and you couldn't go wrong with wrestling books at this time.
DVH is on board. He says, "Yeah, now we're talking."
I read the Hell in the Squared Circle. That's the oversized comic, right? And the artwork was beautiful inside that.
Yes.
For me, but yeah, Do a Powerbomb is probably the most famous of the wrestling stories from that time period. Daniel Warren Johnson really hit it out of the park with that one.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, this was an incredible read. So if you like horror comic books and you also like wrestling, this is absolutely the perfect combination for you. And I think this one was like based on Macbeth, I think, as well, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me in the comments. Fact checkers in the comments.
I'm remembering around this time too. It did really creep into us. I remember actually I was reading Harley Quinn, and for a while Harley Quinn had even a story arc.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Was revolving around wrestling and stuff.
Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah. I wish, man, they need to get Harley back on track, man. I don't know. We got to work on
this volume's been a disaster.
One of my favorite
I gave it up.
Yeah, for sure. 2 more books for this theme, I think. Anyway, if I come across another one, whatever, we'll pretend like that didn't happen. So one of my favorite books of all time, Image Comics, came out in 2019. We have Darcy Van Polgees and Ian Bertram on Little Bird, issue number 1. Chris, are you familiar with? Have you ever met Darcy anywhere up there?
No, I haven't. Now the name is very familiar, but no. I'll be honest, I wasn't aware of this title, so looking forward to hear what you have to say about it.
Definitely read this one. It's very much man. How do you even describe it? It's incredible. There's a lot of tradition in these cultures and everything. There's this like authoritarian, like government kind of church structure, just like opposing its will on the masses. There's natives involved. Little Bird is our main character, trying to survive in this landscape. And she's a fighter in her own right. She's a survivor, and she's just going up against the odds, right? And it's an incredible story. I think it's only 5 issues, if I'm not mistaken. And Little Bird is one of the best comics I've ever read. And luckily, this team got back together again very recently and finished out a prequel story called Precious Metal. So we have Precious Metal, a 9/8 right there as well. I sent in 5, I think, for a pre-screen, and 1 came back at a 9/8. Wow. It's a mostly black bordered cover. It's kind of hard to get your hands on it. I don't know what the numbers are, the print numbers are on these, but at the time, I think there was only less than 5 on the entire census. I'm talking all grades, and I'm so glad to get this one back. Pretty rare at the time, and just so excited to have this one at a 9/8. So the 1-2 punch of Little Bird being in the 9/8 and then Precious Metal in the 9/8, this is like my modern grails right here in a way.
Okay.
It's some of the best stories and artwork in comics for sure.
Very cool.
I also got honorable mention wise, I think I have Little Bird's like 2nd print, 3rd print, 4th or 5th print, whatever it is, all slabbed at 9/8 as well. I'm trying to get that entire number 1 all prints at 9/8. there's a couple that are pretty hard to find. And I think there might be like an ash can as well. So like, it's going to take me some time, but I think it's a worthy cause, and I just can't wait to try to close that out. So it's ambitious, but I think I can do it over time. Got to get a hold of Darcy. Maybe he can hook me up. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. This one was actually a giveaway win from Dank. Remember Dank's Comics?
Oh yeah.
So back in the COVID time, right? He was doing a lot of good shows and things, and he's still around. He's a really nice guy, very generous. And he was doing a little giveaway. I joined a live, I think, and then this came out, and it just so happened to be one of my favorite titles of the time, and one of my favorite cover artists still to this day. This is Department of Truth, issue number 1, but it's that Jenny Frison 9.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
One of her best covers, I think, right? She loves this like bust portrait style. You know what I mean? Instead of like a 3/4 figure, which she usually does.
And nobody gives her crap saying she can't draw feet. What's up with that?
Yeah. She does. Her Wonder Woman covers have feet. And you're absolutely correct. This is one of the more rarer ones where it's more of just a portrait, because if you look just behind Nick, he's got a Jenny Frison Sandman cover there as well. Yeah.
Yep. Got my Sandman there, and I have more Frisons somewhere. They're actually down. There's my Something's Killing the Children #1 Tynan signed. Frison's one of my. I mean, if you have to choose a cover artist that's in that vein of cover artists, she's definitely like my favorite one. It's an instant buy, regardless of the book, regardless of the characters. And this was a no-brainer. This is one I did not have raw, and won the giveaway. Sent it out, and man, I couldn't be more happy about it, dude. Yeah, this is cover B, issue 1. Got that mad Frison love, dude. Yeah, and perfect for Frison Friday. I think I used that one already on the little hashtag already in the past on Instagram, but
that's fair.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
And if you have a chance to see her at a con, she usually has her original art portfolios there. I know she was at Heroes a bunch. She might be one of the guests of honor next year based on the little the poster we got last year.
Well, she definitely has a line at Heroes Con, that's for sure.
Obnoxious, but yeah,
every year.
She's one of the ones that get her lines get bigger and bigger. And she's definitely been growing in popularity. Yeah.
But she's got portfolio binders there too, so you can flip through her original pencil drawings, and talk about just brilliant like anatomy and everything. Like she's a legit freaking artist.
I bet how many of you guys wish you were buying some of those originals 3 years ago?
I know. Yeah. And she only does covers. So it's like, man, it's not like she's doing interiors.
Yeah, they're not cheap no matter what.
Yeah.
But
yeah. They start at like $3,500 or something crazy. It's just like, okay, So yeah, that was that one. I think that puts an end cap, I think, on favorite books of the year that I was getting slabbed. Just because this next one. So I got like 6 left or so. Okay. This next one here is a book that I got at that comic swap that I mentioned earlier, where I got my Falcon from. I picked this one up around the time where we were doing a lot of cool Krakoa stuff, right? We had Moira playing a big role in that whole saga right there. This book came in, somebody brought it in, and I was like, I've never seen this cover before, because I'm still learning, I'm still going back, I'm still trying to figure things out. And I went ahead and picked it up because it's a cool combination of things. So I was really interested in the Moira character. It's a classic 1975 X-Men book. We have X-Men 96, but this is the UK price variant. Oh, start holding them on this side. This is way better. So there is that one. So it's the 9P 7.0. We got our first appearance of Moira right there. Kind of a chaotic cover, guys. There's like so much stuff going on.
There's a lot going on. The whole team's fighting.
Yeah,
even look at the head. Even the floating bubble head is like a bunch of heads all crammed in there.
It's the Night of the Demon. Yeah. So yeah, pretty cool.
Who's on the cover? We'll cram them in there. It's like a clown car in that circle.
Is it Dave Cockrum exclusively working on that cover?
Yeah, yeah. So he's on the cover, but we also had San on the interiors with Dave. So yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, this is I don't have a lot of price variance, honestly. I think I have an ASM. They did like a newspaper format ASM, like 50 or 51. I think it was the one where like Wilson Fisk is like beating up Spider-Man with a couple of his goons. You know, it's an iconic image, I think.
Right.
But it's like it's a more of a treasury size, and I think it's a UK price variant as well. But I don't have a lot of UK variants. I need to step it up. But this is definitely my only.
I know I have about 4 or 5. The 2 that come to mind are my ASM 1 and in my first appearance of Union Jack.
Nice. Yeah.
That one I saw it in the events very.
I follow I don't know if you know Saga Comics, I think he goes by on Instagram, but he's a big fan of Saga. If you guys have read that one as well.
Yep.
He's got like every variant you could possibly imagine, I think, from that one. And he's got tons and tons. He's got, I think, every, like the Brazilian, the German, the whatever.
We've seen Saga 1. We've had we had God, I went on his name. Andy, Comic Man Andy, is huge in that book. And he had like a trillion different variants. You know, the India Comic Con variant.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the hell?
Wow, it's incredible.
I know. I got to reach out and see if they have some extras laying around, because that's another one that I'm obsessed
Mad
with.
Spidey knew he got that.
Andy.
Yeah, I was thinking, Comic Man Andy. Yeah.
No way. Yes, Andy.
Hey, I'm like, I got the clip. What the hell is it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, ASM 51. Yeah, thank you. I think that's the answer to that.
Yeah,
one.
first cover appearance of
Kingpin.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah, that one came through the shop as well, man. Yeah, so I love it when the guys get together and they start offloading books they don't want that I'm just falling in love with. So that's pretty cool. Up there in value. Nice. Let's keep going. One book that I thought had a lot of promise, and this is actually an error edition. Again, it's a modern book. Came out in 2023. There was a signing event for this one. I held on to my error print and sent it in. Unfortunately, it came back at 9.2, but I got it dual sigged with a with a remark. So we have James Tynion World Tree issue number 1. This is that, like, it was too dark down here. You know what I mean? It was too black down there, and so we were supposed to, trash everything, but inevitably some of these copies still stayed around. And then I got the artist who was Blanco. He did an amazing, like, awesome little remark down there.
Yeah.
And it was like the perfect spot because it was all blacked out, So I thought it was really cool with the different color pens, with the white highlights and everything. I thought it was really awesome.
That's amazing. Yeah. DVH got it. He's his fire remark.
Yeah, it was so cool. Yeah, she was a cool character. It was a great issue number 1. I actually fell off of this book, though, over time. Just didn't really do it for me.
Me too. Around issue 15, I finally decided to, unless Jenny Frizen's doing a cover, I'm going to have to drop it. Yeah.
See? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So another CBCS, I guess, a signing event. Got the dual sign. Yeah, just really cool. I like that one a lot. That was on the wall for a while, just because I love the remark so damn much. It was so cool. All right. This one was actually, I should have paired this one up with the other one, with the Lonely Place of Dying. Crisis on Infinite Earths, that iconic number 7, Death of Supergirl right there. Got that 9. Again, this was that Perez signature event that Marv stepped up in. So went ahead and grabbed that one. This was one of the books that I got that was kind of solidifying my, love for the Supergirl character, her backstory, everything about her. And so I just love that cover so much. And then pretty much from this time on, I started collecting all the back issue Supergirl stuff. So like I'm read through the first couple of volumes of volume number 1, and obviously some of the more modern stuff as well. So I just really resonate with this character more than Superman, to be honest with you. So I cannot wait for Millie Adcock to portray that. In the next, Supergirl movie coming up, of course. great introduction to her at the end of Superman. I really love that scene at the very, very end with her drunken stupor busting in and taking Crypto and just making a mess of things. I think it's going to be great. What do you guys think? Did you? I assume you saw it. How do you feel about her being Supergirl?
I as someone that enjoyed Woman of Tomorrow and seeing that she likes to lean into the bottle a little bit, I thought it was a nice setup for that series to become a movie. I get some people didn't like the take on it, but if you read Woman of Tomorrow, you'll know why she was, looks like a party girl, but she is not a party girl. She is just kind of turned to the bottle. And I thought it was spot on. And Crypto, again, you need to read that series to see what's actually going on with Crypto.
For sure. Yeah. I'm really excited for it. And this was one of the books that I got really early on because, you know what, like I said, I've been reading since around 2015. So when I first started, luckily we're in the internet age. I can type in like best DC stuff, best Marvel stuff, and Crisis came up, and I went to my local cons and things like that, and I found this entire run, right? And so I just bought it as a bulk. Some guy had it all bagged and board with like, not duct tape, but like boxing tape holding it together. We've seen that before with like a giant price sticker on it. This was in it. I grabbed it, took it home. I read the whole thing. I didn't know what the hell was going on because I was brand new to comics. That's a gnarly place to jump in on Crisis on Infinite Earths. And it was sitting in my stack until that signing event came, sent it off, came back at 9, not bad. And I got it signed as well. So yeah, pretty cool.
Excellent.
I mentioned, I have 2 different threads going on right here. So let's try to keep the themes going. This is probably my earliest book. It's a 10 center. It is featuring a character that we've been talking about extensively so far, but I need to kind of go back and read more things around this book to get some additional context of what's going on. But we have the Supergirl tryout. Superman returns to Krypton, issue number 123 at a 1/8. So this is Supergirl trying out as a hero in that amazing outfit and trying to get out of the glare. And Superman trying to help her out, like, oh no, the train tracks are out. We have to figure it out. I'll repair the bridge. You pull it through. We'll save all these people. The Girl of Steel 1/8. This was another comic book swap purchase from one of the guys at my store.
Awesome.
So,
Nick, what was the year of release for this book?
58, August. So I think it's my oldest. Book. I think so. At a 1/8. So cream to off-white. We have an auto binder story. Dick Sprang and Stan Kane, and then Kurt Swan and Stan on it as well. So yeah, awesome. And we get, of course, that we have to show the backs. We get the Daisy.
That's right.
We get the Daisy ads that we always see in the back of these
older books. Yep.
And a
America.
Too. Wow.
America.
Yeah, America for sure. Yeah, this book is beat to hell, but I loved it so much. I just really like that. That's a great outfit. I wonder if we're going to get that in the movie at some point. Maybe. Well, who knows? We'll see.
That's a really kind of actually groundbreaking hairstyle for a woman from that time period.
Oh my God. Sorry.
To put that short crop top.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I love that one. And it's a real, it's these covers, they were innocent, but they were kinetic at the same time. Lots of action, lots of movement. They're like right in the middle of a scene, high stakes, saving everybody in the train and everything. I think that they did a great job at the cover of this book too. And I'm excited to have this one. I kind of want to crack it and just kind of experience it. You know what I mean? It's a 1/8. I was like, well, whatever. But I don't know. I'll probably keep it in there. Yeah, different Supergirl. I think that is the case. Yeah.
They refer to this as the prototype Supergirl.
Right. Yeah. It's a Supergirl tryout issue. Yeah. Dick Sprang will never be not funny to me, of course. Crack and sniff. That's the thing with these older books. It's like that book right there. We were talking about the Falcon. That Falcon looks more put together. This is like definitely frayed around the edges to the point where if you take it out, you're going to rip this thing up.
Probably a split spine and
you'll get sprinkles all over the desk and stuff. You'll lose matter like pulp. It just doing that. It looks like it'll crumble in your hands.
I have a couple of those.
It did not weather well. No.
So some golden age books that are like, oh, where was that stored? Between the walls.
Got a few more books here. This one is another one. When I was younger, or in my career, I was Googling best things. This is a Marvel book. It came up, kind of a combined interest. It was on a top 10 list of like must reads at the time. And we were starting to kick off more of the Avengers, and the MCU was kicking off around this time. So there's a lot of buzz around this general topic. I picked it up. I read it. I went to it's a small show in my local area. It was bundled together again with that box tape just wrapped around it. I think I paid like $40 for the entire run. But we have Infinity Gauntlet issue number 1. Find that sweet spot somewhere over here again. It is at an 8, which is whatever, but it's definitely a series that got me into the MCU a little bit more. I started to understand like, oh, that's who that character is. Oh, that's who that character is. It was that kind of a thing. And the difference between the comic version and the movie versions couldn't be more different. You know what I'm saying? Just with the intention alone and just how things played out. But that's kind of the beauty of it, man. They took these things, they reinterpreted them. Talk about iconic covers. How many times has that been swiped?
Yeah,
even like a week ago,
right?
Well, it's no McFarlane, but it's definitely a bit up there. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So yeah, we get that cool. I got to show the back. We got that cool Dungeons and Dragon. It's here, whatever it is.
That period of time, Advanced D&D really owned the back covers of Marvel and DC publications.
Yeah. They kind of started figuring out, let's advertise to the target audience here.
Yeah,
who's reading this? D&D guys.
People who are in love with death, make deals with the devil and want to wipe out everybody and want to have superpowers.
Maybe not so much the guys that want to do go shoot guns, or maybe not the guys who want to. Or the people who want to get their photos enlarged. Wait, those are, or Baby Ruth candies. Yeah, those are golden agers. Anyways, all right, we have time for we'll run over anyways, but we can.
I can have one more. It's up to you.
Oh, perfect. Well, then let's just do the one. How's that?
Save the best for last. So we'll do that.
Let's just do one then.
There you go. 2017. A couple of years into reading comics. Wizard World. 2017 up here in Nashville. The headlining guest, Stan Lee, is coming up. Waited in line for hours to see Stan Lee. Didn't understand at the time. I was still trying to figure things out. Met him. Great experience overall meeting him. You know what I mean? He was in a rough state at that point, but it was an honor to meet him and to have just a brief conversation. It was really great. Got a book here that's a great collection of his properties. We have X-Men 35, Along Came a Spider, 4.0. I love...
Yeah!
There you go. I know you'd like that one. I love the combination of themes on here, man. We got the X-Men. We got Spider-Man jumping into action. That great Along Came a Spider banner across the bottom. Love that so much. And I got, of course, the Stan Lee... personalization at the top there too, and he got it signed. Love this book. Housefire, grabbing this book first, along with a couple others, but this is the first one on my list I'm going to be grabbing. Great time meeting him, and I absolutely love that cover so much.
That's awesome. Yeah. Excellent. Well, thank you, sir. That is a great way to wrap us up here as we end up the show here. And don't run off, folks, because we're going to do a giveaway here in just a second. But first, I want to make sure, before I throw up that hashtag, I want to make sure that we recognize the henchmen that are also at that lower tier level who are supporting this channel and Comics Curing Cancer every single month. Thank you guys so much for your continued membership. All right, and with that, let's throw that up there. Hashtag OnlySlabs. That's going to go there, and I'm going to take this QR code away. Bang. And while you guys are getting that hashtag in there, again, we'll be doing 7 pulls from the Greatest Weekly Giveaway box on YouTube. While you're doing that, though, what's coming up over on the Fat Sacks channel? Well, as I always do, we do 3 things a week. Mondays, we've got our haul video. Thursdays, we're right now doing our Only My Slabs, the trick through my 1,200 comic book, graded comic book collection. And then, of course, we do this show here, Only Slabs. So coming up on Monday, the haul video, I sent off recently, got about almost a dozen, I think, sketch covers that I had accumulated. A lot of stuff from WonderCon and HeroesCon this year. Sent it off to CBCS, had them signature verified, had them encapsulated in the art labels. So we'll be getting those back here on Monday, CBCS haul video. Coming up on Thursday, of course, another Only My Slabs to check out. We're done. We're going to change it up. We're going to move on from some of the Spider-Man that we've been in a little glut of Spider-Man books. We're breaking it up now. We're moving on to something else. And of course, next week, our guest for next week did have to, his daughter originally scheduled, our guest, I should say, his daughter advanced in a soccer tournament and isn't able to make the show. But fortunately, we had a hero come to fill in, so you guys aren't without. Ladies and gentlemen, next week, we bring you Cliff on Comics. He'll be with us next week to entertain and delight us with some more stories of the graded comics that make up his collection. Cliff is an absolute delight, and we're happy to have him back on the show. That for any of those you guys who are interested, the regular schedule, he'll come on down the road. We'll get him rescheduled, no problem. All right. With that, I see 54 out of 64. We do ship internationally. You got about another 10 seconds or so while I'm stumbling over this here to get us another set of pulls. And I'm going to do that here in, I don't know, now. Round and around where she goes, where she stops, well, the internet knows.
Good luck.
Our winner of this second round is Banger Jedi Batman. Congratulations. Jedi Batman, make sure you reach out to me again over on robs.fatstacks over on Instagram or email robs.fatstacks@gmail with your ship to information, and we'll get that on out. Before I do that, though, before I pull your books, Jay Knows Away says, if everyone threw in a $5, come on, guys, loosen those strings. We appreciate that. I'm also finding people holding their money for the big auction coming up. Jay Knows the Way. You, Rob, sir, are a gentleman. Yeah.
Rob, because he's now doing it multiple times, I'll say it for him. Go Packers.
There you go. Damn.
Yeah.
Jay, this one's for you. We get to Chris sold out. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Hey, C3 is close to my heart.
Indeed.
I love you, Chris. He drops. All right, we'll give you another one here in a bit. Let me pull these books. Oh, wow.
So we'll return to all that. Yeah. Let's get Jedi Batman's his books. Rob, number 3 from the front, number 3 from the back, please.
All right.
All right, let's let it ride. And stop. Those 2 books that your finger splits. And stop. And those 2 books your finger splits. And since that last book, the last book and closest to the wall there is giving you a hard time, let's just take that one as number 7. The very last book. Yeah, that's good enough.
That's what it is. This last was just cardboard.
Oh, my mistake. Okay. Watch your back.
I got a piece of cardboard at the front and the back to keep so that way the books don't. Anyways, help protect the books.
Hit those flaps. Yeah, I hear you.
All right, what do we got here? This. Ooh. Oh. I swear. Sometimes I hate myself. So here we start off with Superman, the Man of Steel, issue 22. We got first New Steel.
Sweet.
Nice.
You know what? I'm going to pause this for a second before I reveal any more books. And let me go ahead and do another one of these vignettes here. Jay, here's another one for you. And Ronnie Johnston, this one's for you.
Bet she gives great helmet.
Kiss me. No. Lord help me, what? You're needed on the bridge, sir. Knock on my door. Knock.
All right. So, anyways, so you got that first New Steel. That was the first book. Then you get Captain America 307, first Madcap.
Nice.
It's a fun cover.
Yeah, that is interesting.
If Rob is disgusted by a book, I'm afraid Chris is going to find a tall building to leap off of. He's going to try to be what is it? I said that would be a George Reeves. Wait, I'm sorry. Marvel Superhero Secret Wars, issue 3, first Volcana and first appearance of the second Titana.
Nice. I love that cover.
Let's see here. Wildcats, issue number 1.
There you go.
Probably my favorite number 1 image cover of the first 6 that dropped.
First appearance of a few characters in there.
Yeah.
Including my Grifter. I love Grifter. 1 in 50 J. Scott Campbell variant of Amazing Spider-Man number 1. This is, I think, volume 4.
Yeah, still Dan Slott. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kind of a different cover from Campbell, man. That's
well, it's not the ladies.
But yeah, even so, like that, just the aesthetic of it. Yeah, it looks great.
We've got Submariner issue 15.
Nice.
Rob, that book looks really clean, man.
Yeah, it does. With that left hook. Bam. Nice.
No more.
And then the final book, Black Lightning number 1, the first appearance of Black Lightning, first DC sustaining ongoing African American superhero.
Wow.
There.
Oh my.
And of course, first appearance of Tobias Whale.
That's great.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Phenomenal book.
Great haul.
Woo.
Yeah.
Like I said, greatest weekly giveaway pull box on YouTube. Many have tried to imitate. Some are getting pretty damn close, but still the best.
Yeah.
Nick, I appreciate you, sir, very much coming on the show, making time apart, saying to your family, guys, go away. YouTube needs me.
Always, guys. Always. It's a great pleasure to hang out with you guys at Heroes Con. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being so welcoming and everything, and doing what you guys do on a weekly basis, and for Comics Curing Cancer and everything. You guys put a hell of a show together. So lucky to be a part of all that. And yeah, just thanks for everything you guys do, and pleasure to be here with you guys.
Thank you so much. And Chris, as always, appreciate you having taken every Saturday out of your year, basically, to spend your time here with me. And to all you guys who tune out to watch us, again, thank you for coming up. Again, next week, join us, same slab time, same slab channel. And until next time, collect what you want. Don't listen to any of us, especially me. I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.